Right, I'm back. Now then, this is one of the tobaccos that I was sent by John. Now, piperjoffuk UK. This is Uptowns Very Berry. Now, watched Mark's review of this yesterday. Sounds very nice. Out of the bag, it smells gorgeous. It's got a slightly, almost fusty kind of very fruity aroma to it. The consistency of the tobacco is a typical, what I would refer to as an American style aromatic. Looking at it, it's 90-95% black Cavendish. The rest's got a couple of highlights in there, a couple of Virginias or Burleys. It's a very loose cut, a lot thicker than the English shag tobaccos. It smells amazing. It does have a, when I say kind of a fusty tang, it's almost an alcohol sort of tang to it. I'm going to be smoking this in my Butts Chocolat Origin. This is the 102, the smooth model. I love this pipe. Not quite a church warden, but I just love it. And this bit of acrylic in the middle was originally albatross bone. I forgot who it was who told me that, but if you're watching this video, thank you for that little gem of information. So I'm just going to load this up, and I shall be back in a second. Right, so I'm loaded. Pre-light draw is very little to it, to be honest. It's just got that used aromatic pipe taste to it. This pipe seems to pick up kind of bitter flavours very easily. Gonna have to try cleaning something out on the stem. And if you've got any good suggestions on any alternative tips for cleaning the inside of this, cleaning the inside of the stem, I'm assuming I can just clean it like a standard vulcanite or acrylic stem. I just don't know if anybody's got any suggestions on the best way to clean the inside of this. I'm just assuming it's the same as any normal stem, but you never know. So without further ado, let's get on with this review. Well, certainly likes easy. It's not overly sweet from the word go, to be honest. It is very smooth. It's very creamy. Has a lovely sweet taste, but it's not overly strong. It does have some sweet fruit berry sort of flavours to it, but off the bat, it's not the most flavoursome aromatic I've ever smoked coming out of the States. There's an almost caramelised fruit sort of tang to it. But it does burn warm, not hot, not bitey or anything like that, but it does feel quite warm, which you'd expect for something that's combusting. So there is berry, slightly currant sort of notes on the finish. It's more in the nose than in the mouth. And I will say this, it's a tobacco you can inhale quite comfortably as well. Not always a good thing. You get a quite almost almost bitter kind of berry flavour through the nose, almost bitter. So it's still predominantly sweet, but I'm going to smoke a little bit more of this, and I shall return to let you know how I'm getting on. So I'm pretty much halfway into this now. It's starting to get quite hot in the bowl. Smoke's getting quite warm, but again, it's not biting. It's a very, very pleasant, sweet aromatic. The flavours, I can't quite put my finger on for a change. Very, very fruity, like fruits, currant, berries, things like that. It's sweet, but it does have a slightly acidic kind of tang, but it's kind of a fruity acidic tang, not a citrus tang, you know, sort of like from currants and raspberries and things like that. That slightly acidic kind of tang you get to it, that comes through in the tobacco. So easy to draw on. I've had to run the pipe cleaner down this twice already, and it hasn't gone out, which is always a bonus. And at first, when I got this tamper off Patrick the pipe, being such a proud royalist that I am, I didn't quite like the fact that I had to look at the Queen's head on the bottom of my tamper every time I used it. I have now, however, discovered the bonus side to that is at least I can burn a face every time I tamp down a tobacco. So I now quite like the fact that I can burn her face every time. But back to the tobacco. I say it's not a very complex tobacco. It's ridiculously mild. This carries, I can't feel any vitamin A in this at all. Which makes an okay tobacco earlier on in the morning. But if you're the kind of person who smokes for a bit of nicotine, this, like most aromatics to be honest, are not your sort of thing. I imagine it smells very nice while it's burning. Kim's asleep in the room behind me, she's been on nights, bless her. Otherwise I would ask her, but I think if I woke her up to ask her what this smells like, she'd kill me. If I haven't already woke her up talking, as it is. So, Uptowns, very, very smooth, very easy to smoke, very, very creamy, very mild, very aromatic, very flavoursome, and as the name implies, it's a very berry, very curranty sort of tobacco. Not my normal sort of thing. As I've said many times, I don't smoke as many aromatics as I used to when I first started smoking the pipe. I do enjoy an aromatic, but if I'm choosing a tobacco to have, I like good, strong, stout English tobaccos, Balkan tobaccos. I like Perique, I like Latakia, and I love Kentucky. So that's my normal go-to. But no, this has been a pleasant and very, very enjoyable smoke. So piperjoffuk UK, thank you very much, buddy. I really do appreciate it. And I really have enjoyed smoking it. And just one other thing before I wrap up this video. I finally got round to smoking my SMA Twisted Poker. Scott, the last time I say this, thank you. I smoked some Billy Bud in this last night. Jesus Christ. It burns so well, the draw is so good. I kind of 2/3 filled the bowl. It lasted a long time. Not ideal when you're breaking in a pipe, to be honest, but I just had to crack in some of the Billy Bob Martin FT sent to me, and this pipe is perfect for it. I do, however, have one slight question to ask people out there. I'm relatively new to softies, or pipe johnnies as I refer to them. Being a really wet smoker, I have big problems of saliva getting underneath the softy, and I nearly dropped the pipe a few times yesterday. This is the smallest softy I can get, and it's a stretch. I can't remove it really with no saliva underneath the softy. Anybody got any suggestions? Maybe better off putting a bit of cloth or something underneath the softy, absorb a little bit of moisture. I don't know. So if anybody's got any suggestions on the best way to make a softy stay on, if you're a dribbly idiot like me, I'd like to hear your suggestions. And also, somebody else pointed this out to me once. How often do you guys change these? Because a load of my spit goes underneath there, and I can't imagine it's very hygienic. We all put a lot of pride and care into, well, some of us put a lot of pride and care into cleaning our pipes, some lazy gits like me. What's everyone's understanding on the hygienicness of using softies? I mean, do you guys replace them after a couple of smokes, or do you guys wait until you fully chewed through it and turned it around a few times so it physically won't stay together anymore? I hadn't thought about it until somebody pointed it out, but I can't imagine it's a very hygienic thing to have spit that's gone compressed, heated up. I dread to think what happens underneath there. So, you know, anyone got any pointers with softies? It's a relatively new thing to me, so like I say, I'm clueless as regarding that. Now that will do. And with the sounds of it and the taste of it, I'm actually at the end of this, so the video went all to plan. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to be back later on today, hopefully going to get a few more things reviewed. I've got a tin of Wilson Strasbourg snuff, which I said I'd get around to doing this week, so I'm going to be back to review that in an hour or so, and then hopefully this afternoon I might nip over to a friend's across the road with some purple cow, and we'll find out what it's all about, which I am looking forward to. And this is getting very bitter and acrid at the bottom, but like I say, there's practically nothing left. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you all soon. Take care, goodbye.